So I've known Nicholas for a long time, and he's typical of what I call passage number 11. He wants to measure everything. He's an IT engineer undergraduate student who has to figure out that there's a qualitative response to everything. He asked me, how am I doing? I said, Nicholas, I have no idea how you're doing. He said, I've met with you a number of times. How am I doing? I said, Nicholas, I can't answer that question. That question is for you to answer in your relationship with the divine intent in your life, not for me to answer for you. Are you going to gauge the reality of what you have become and the level of your self-discovery based upon what other people will tell you? You'll be like a bouncing ball, a pinball machine, just bouncing from one evaluation to another. It's like having a speaking career and you have 150 people and you ask them how you did and everybody comes up with a different answer and you're trying to take consensus from that? There'll always be people who didn't like your presentation. There'll always be people who love your presentation. A friend of mine said, get rid of the best and get rid of the worst and stay in the middle. You'll be all right. No, the question is not how you're doing. The question is, what effect is what you're doing having? Not only on you, but the people around you. Measurement for the sake of transformation is subjective. It is qualitative in nature. You're not going to be able to stick a number on it. Now you could do that. You could say on a scale of 1 to 10, how much am I today of what I need to be or what I think I need to be? How far is the gap between where I started and where I'm at? How much joy do I have in my life versus how much unhappiness do I have in my life? Those are all qualitative questions for you to ask. But there are several things you need to look at in terms of measuring, at least getting a benchmark for yourself. One of those questions is, as I've shared with you before, is where is my energy coming from? And if I gauge my energy, is it more energy than I'm bringing or is it less than I'm bringing? In other words, am I pouring everything into it or is the energy of the act coming back to me greater than I'm investing? I spent much of my life making things work, pouring my life and my energy into something that gave me no bounds. My dad was a tennis player and he always said, you play with a brick wall, all the energy's coming from you. You play with somebody else, energy comes back. It's the same with this using gift. It's the same with self-discovery. How much energy am I getting back from where I'm applying myself and my gift? And that's subjective naturally, but you can get a feel for this. Number 2 is, where are you getting confirmation without the request? In other words, where are comments coming to you to support your work where you didn't ask for it or didn't expect it from? That's called non-requested confirmation. It surprises you. No, it confirms you. The beauty of that reality is divine intent draws that confirmation to you because where He wants you to go, He will send people to confirm the direction that you need to go. Divine intent versus divine intervention to gift to energy to confirmation. If you're out there trying to seek confirmation from everybody, what is the innate quality of the confirmation? How many people will just tell you, because they like you, that what you're doing is okay and successful or effective, or they love your stuff? Now, maybe that's not it at all. It's that you asked for it, so you got it, so you misjudge the value of it. And finally, where is the convergence coming from? In other words, where are things working the same way in different environments that you have convergence or repetition of the positive result? You're using your gift here in your civic life. You're using your gift in your relationships. You're using your gift in your work. And you're getting a similar result from those different environments. Convergence is a confirmation of the path that you're on. If you're not on the path, you're not going to find convergence. And then you have what I call transitional wasted energy. It's like you have to shift to get into this one. You have to shift to get into this one. You have to shift to get into this. It's like being different at work than you are at home and different in your relationships. So the same question I asked Nicholas, I will ask you, and that is, how are you measuring your outcomes? What subjective ratings are you giving yourself on joy and convergence and traction, as we've talked about? Where are things working? And if you rated it for yourself, at what level would you say that? And where are your non-requested confirmations coming from, and what are they? Where is an experience you had where you did not request a confirmation and you were surprised? Divine intention.